Hello, doing a video on my 2006 Chrysler Town & Country, and if you're here, you're probably just as pissed off at Chrysler and Dodge products as I am, because with this van, over the last few months, I've been getting that, which seems to be pretty popular here as well. There's all kinds of different reasons, apparently, as to why we're getting water on the floorboards. Luckily I got two of these things, so I'm even more happier. This one's a newer one, so apparently the 2010 does this, and even the 2006. So don't mark my words on the 2010 yet, but back to the 06. So basically, if you're on YouTube, you're gonna read one of two things. The first one that's pretty common in here, and you'll see I did it and it didn't work, is they say to check your drain for your AC condenser. And they say there's a gasket in here which goes bad and you just silicone it. So as you can see, I silicone the living crap out of this. It's really pretty. But I went from underneath, even took a air compressor and cleaned out the drain cock, and hardly anything came out. Yeah, it did come out a little bit, but even after I blew the air in there, I still had water coming out through my dash. So the next thing I tried, because I was running a hose up here, there's these vents up here, and I was running my hose and water was coming in, so I'm figuring, you know, water's coming down my dash or my window, and I got the cover off obviously for here, and then entering into here. So I actually blocked it off here with you can see that says Ford for a wheel liner, and ran the hose, and I still got water coming in like a waterfall into my van. So another one you'll see in here, and I'm actually impressed with this. These vans have like a gutter. You have these drain hoses that come down and they go behind the axle on each side. Here's a better look at the other side. And they say clean these out. These are plugged up all the time. It's actually back there. So actually really good size drainage tubes, but apparently a lot of people, they get like leaves in here. Not a big deal. And it plugs this up, and then it could back up and I guess enter in through like this vent. So that wasn't my problem either. So the other thing you'll find on here a lot and on your forms is, you can see I have all mine all apart, and it's finally dry. So I've just been having my van apart for days, and I was starting to get rust. And what's really convenient, all your wires are right here. If you don't fix this and you haven't done it yet, and you're starting to get water, get your carpet up at least, because there's like a channel and all your wires are right here, and you're going to start having electrical problems. So definitely get this nipped and at least dry it out with a shop vac until you can figure yours out. So what mine was leaking from was real bad up in here. Your blower motor is here, and it was dripping all over the blower motor. So especially with the air conditioning on, as soon as I hit it, I don't know what would cause it, but it would just drop it really bad. And then just all over my carpet and everything, and I was just going crazy. So the next one is there's the gasket, sorry, up here on the, this goes bad. And apparently I don't have enough light, but it's off the heater core box. They say that goes bad, and that there was no signs of water coming out of mine, but it was like coming up top. So I wish I can get my camera up here and I had the hose running, but as soon as I had the water up top, I mean, it came in like Niagara Falls, and it was just in here real bad. So I was reading the comments of a video of someone saying your window could be the likely cause. That was his problem. And I said to myself, no way. After I've done the drain cock, I've done checking the vents up here for the drains to this panel, or the cowl. They say in here, and this actually did fix it. So I've been riding around with 2 weeks now, and I went through a lot of rain. Apparently these windows, just grab a key, there's not enough sealant in here, and I can kind of stick my key a little back in there pretty good. This side's actually okay, but when I was looking at it, I'm like, yeah, it goes back a little bit, but I didn't think it would actually get in, so I went real heavy with just silicone all the way in here, and I wasn't the cleanest with it, but clean it up. But once I silicone this window along the ridge, I no longer have my water leak. So, you know, do that first before, you know, you start doing this other crap. If your vents aren't good and you've checked your drain on your AC, that's what did it. So I couldn't believe it. So whoever, I'll have to find you and give you a thank you. But that's it. That's the other one I've never seen a video for. It's the windshield. So there you go. And the only thing I think would be helpful, since we're in here and these vans do have their problems, is this summer too. I was getting ready for a vacation. I used this van to haul my 2 jet skis. And that rear brake was hanging up real bad on the highway and smoking. So then I stop at the store, let it cool down, bring the van home. Now the driver's side's okay, but the passenger side started smoking. So I took the brakes apart. You should do this regularly. The pistons and the slides, well, the pistons were good. And then I'm like, well, if the piston was hanging up and bad, it wouldn't move in real easy where you can push it in real smooth. So what I did is I just did the caliper slides and greased them. I haven't had a problem since. So with every tire rotation or every 6 months, I'm just going to get into these vans and just to prevent it, because even this van did it too. Because this one has a different ratio with the brakes. I think it's like 50-50, where other vehicles are 60-40. So lubricate the slides on these, because if you don't, they're going to hang up. But now I want to go through my brake fluid, since that was all hot, and get that out of there. But I'm afraid to touch it because the calipers being 123,000 miles in Cleveland, Ohio, I'm afraid to break off a bleeder screw. So one night I thought I said with penetrating oil to get it, but I just figured that might be a lot of help to a lot of you guys. It's the window and grease your calipers on these things, and that's all I got to help for now.